stress is a real thing. It definitely can affect fighters, and you don't know how mentally she's been so out of the limelight, and I mean, none of us are really involved in her personal life, so you don't know how she's dealing with that loss since then. And you know, I know she's talking about retirement, and that also, I don't know why everyone's so surprised about that. I feel like that was kind of like, she was saying that before she fought Holly, that she was like, you know, coming to a close. Never seen Ronda in this state and been out for so long, and having been knocked out, you know, that sense of invincibility has to have been shaken, you know. So what are we dealing with Ronda? What are we going to get? You know, are we going to get a better version for it, or are we going to get, you know, worse version for it? And I question that a little bit, you know, being that it's taken her so long to even want to come back. And the only thing that I can say is that I question how much she really wants to be doing this. And I can say that if you don't really want to do it, then it's going to affect your ability to train and to push that extra bit in training and in practice. If you don't really want to do it, if you don't really want to be there, if you don't, you know, and I'm not saying she does or doesn't, you know, so I can't say that, but I can say if you're not really, if your heart's not really in it, it's kind of a dangerous sport to play with in that sense.
Definitely this fight with Carolina, it's a big challenge for me, but I will win this fight, and you're going to be surprised how I'm going to win this fight. I know that I'm not the prettiest one. I'm not having big boobies, or I'm not American, but I want to people remember me as the best female fighter and as the undefeated MMA and the UFC champion of the world. I want people to talk about me in 5, 10 years, 20 years, that I was one of the best MMA female fighters, that I was one of the best UFC champions in the world back in the day. This is what I want, but you know, I just want to retire as undefeated champion. This is my goal. This is my dream, and I want to make this dream become alive. That's what I want.
Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you.
Joanna, you are an original gangster.
Who said that? Tyrone?
What's up? How you doing?
What's up? I'm good. Good to hear you.
We don't know what's going on with George. You know, sounds like he wants to fight. It sounds like it's, you know, things that are, you know, keeping him out of fighting, and you know, that's where it's at. So our game of mixed martial art is one part entertainment, one part sport. So from a sport standpoint, it would make sense for Damian Maia to fight the winner of this fight. From an entertainment standpoint, and I guess you could say sport as well, because he left as a champion. He was he's the greatest welterweight of all time. And if he comes back, I think as a gesture, you know, of respect, I think he should, you know, I don't think he should have to fight 1 or 2 fights. I think he should come right there to fight for the title. You know, when I was getting ready to fight Robbie, it was known that, hey, George might come back. So if George comes back, then you're going to have to fight another fight, and he's going to jump you. And I knew that, and I was okay with that. So I don't think that should change for anybody.
You know, I'm right there with you, man. I mean, you know, he is definitely one of the best guys who ever stepped out in the octagon welterweight. One of the best welterweights who ever stepped out there. And but to be honest, I have no idea what's going on, where he's at in negotiations, or if he, you know, if he's coming back or what. But yeah, man, he is, and he's one of the reasons why I got in the sport in the first place. You know, I was training up with him, helping out with his fights, and that's why I actually started mixed martial arts, was because of George. So, yeah, man, give him that title shot.
How likely do you think it is that he'll come back, Stephen?
You know what? No idea, man. I hear things like, oh, it's going to happen, and I hear it's not going to happen. Negotiations aren't right where they want it. Of course, he's saying he's a free agent. UFC's coming back with, no, you ain't a free agent. So, to be honest, I have no clue.
Wait, what's going on here? Maybe it's this. Oh!
Yeah! Yeah! How did you live in now? You live in now!